Anyway, through memories aglow. Three months after the Battle of Jormungandr's end, Major Revolt had sent me a confidential letter. I had no reason to decline the request within, and so I paid a visit to Valflame Palace. Could you give us some privacy? Certainly, Your Majesty. Privacy. Never know how you're supposed to say it. So this is it. This was my dad's study. It feels so surreal to be in here. I understand why you would feel that way. I'd come to sort out his belongings after the war's end, but to my surprise there was nothing left to sort. He never was one for displaying sentimental goods and the like, but I can only assume he disposed of what little he had beforehand. I could see that for him, yes. But if there's nothing here, what is it you said you wanted to give me in the letter? It would be something I found in the ashes of his fireplace. This is... Judging by its state, I should think it came from his diary. Nothing else remains of the diary itself, unfortunately, but I thought you should still have this. Please, take it. Thank you, Your Majesty. This is more than enough for me. Knowing he treasured this photograph till his last days means more than words can say. I'm grateful you thought of me when you found it. Then all is well. He was a lucky man to have you as his son. It was regrettably difficult for me to mourn him in public with his role in this war. But I heard you were able to carve his name into the grave he had made for your mother at your old home. Yes, I took the chance when I was nearby for a branch campus assignment. It's a quiet area of the suburbs, so I'd like it if he and my mother could rest in peace there. Goliath was a great friend to me, and a proud hero who lived in service of the Empire. I shall make it my business to visit the grave myself. I'd like to visit the last maiden's grave in Crossville as well. I'm sure they would appreciate you being there. Not that I knew either of them well enough to speak on their behalf, of course. That is just as true for me, in a sense. I'd seen him as a politician, but I'd only caught the slightest glimpse of him as a father. It's never too late to begin learning more, however, even if he's no longer with us. The Great Twilight is over, the nation's suffering has come to an end. There's no better time to gather up the pieces we missed during our time of conflict. Yes, I suppose you're right. Daydream, through memories aglow. I wonder what else they can do with this setup. The more I look at it, the more surreal it feels. I saw something similar in the spectral moon mirror, but it's hard to imagine he used to smile like this. Guess that goes to show how little I really knew about him. Hopefully I can find more little things like this and take good care of them. Now, we're in for a busy day tomorrow, so I'd better get some rest. Oh, it has magic powers. Probably gonna have a dream of some sort. I have accepted the Ebon Knight, but it is not by its will that I have chosen to bring destruction to the Empire. This is the only way to rid the land of the curse that's plagued it for so long. To end this world my loved ones call home would require renouncing my very humanity. Yet it is a price I am willing to pay. From this day forward, I will see myself as a being of blood with a soul of iron, guiding all to a future of conflict. I write these words in my diary to show that I have chosen my path, that my will is still my own. I knew I would need pawns to achieve the future I so desired. Not long after having this realization did I happen upon a boy with the gift of precognition. His name is Lecter Arundel. What a funny twist of fate that he should be that man's son. So he straight up his intuition is straight up seeing the future, huh? The boy had accepted the hand fate had dealt him, both his father's crimes that it would lead him to be silenced. Both his father's crimes and that it would lead him to be silenced. I've given him a new home as one of my pawns, giving him a purpose in the form of revenge. Did I do this out of compassion, an emotion I thought I'd abandoned? Or has seeing him reminded me of the son I've turned my back on? His father's crimes came to be the whispers of the Ebon Night. There is no reason for the child left behind to carry the weight of such an indelible sin. I know not whether his foresight has allowed him to see the ruin I know not whether his foresight has allowed him to see the ruin I aim to bring about. But regardless, he has accepted my offer with great interest. He accepted it to kill him if he ever abandoned his path. My next meeting has come soon after my promotion to Chancellor of the Imperial Government. While on a state business meeting with the 4 great houses, I happened upon a fascinating young man. His name is Rufus Albaria, and he appears intelligent, as he is hollow on the inside. Well, as intelligent as he is hollow. He thinks of me as his true father, and he believes that besting me will give meaning to his existence. It feels almost cruel to find myself being called someone's father again. But meeting someone who seeks to do more than I ever could has been a fine boon indeed. May he show me humanity's potential. May he prove we are not powerless in the face of the curse, nor are we simple pieces on a game board. I know calling myself an Ironblood. I know calling himself an Ironblood, a son of mine, will not be enough to satisfy him. Perhaps once he finds the answers he seeks, he will be fit to lead in the times to come. Two years have passed since my appointment to Chancellor. Rufus and Lecter have served me well, and the word of the Ironbloods has begun to spread. What has dampened this just so is the passing of an old friend from Thor's. The circumstances surrounding his death are highly suspicious, enough for me to suspect that the Ebon Knight was to blame. It was when I went to handle the matter personally that I happened to meet his daughter, Claire Revolt. In a clear manifestation of the Ebon Knight's dreaded hand toying with Erebonian lives, the tragedy had awakened a peculiar gift in her, a kind of enhanced cognition. I chose to leave the matter of her father's death in her hands, and though it pained her greatly to do so, she has demonstrated the resolve to stand against destiny. Thinking this meeting to also be fate, I have invited her to join the Ironbloods as well. What she will discover on this road to ruin, I do not know, but on behalf of my friend, I intend to bear witness as she finds it. Poor Claire. I visited Jurai, and, after negotiating with its mayor, it was agreed that it would be taken as a province of Erebonias. And around that time, who should show as if she had been waiting for this moment all along but my dear friend? I'd heard she was calling herself the Steel Maiden after accepting a position in the society. But when talking to her, she was the same as I'd remembered. She still thought to express concern for my well-being. With Jurai now under Imperial rule, the seeds of the curse have begun to blossom. The stage will soon be set for the rivalries. When I told her this, she left without saying much more. She deserves so much more for what she has endured. I wish I could have let her know, but perhaps she, too, would prefer to appear strong. A fourth member has joined the Ironbloods. Her name is Milium Orion, a new model homunculus with the nearly last in her serial line. I'm had trouble reading. A new model homunculus with the nearly last in her line serial number, OS73. That's an awkward sentence, but okay. As pure and innocent a being as I have ever seen, she was quick to gain a sense of self, developing in the blink of an eye. William has been able to give the other Ironbloods what I cannot. The more time they spend with her, the more I see Claire and Lecter's expressions soften. I can only hope that through her, they have regained a small portion of what the Ebon Knight took away. What a simple manner of forging a sword, and what a fitting manner with the end it is destined to bring. I have long accepted that I will bear any sin for my goal, knowing full well my fate will be to accompany Ishmelga to Gehenna's depths. Prince Olivert's role in ending the crisis in Liberal was reported far and wide. When he soon after returned to the Empire like a hero aboard the Kingdom's Arsail, It was almost impossible to escape the story. I visited Liberal once to offer my own greeting before his departure, but by doing so he reminded me once more that he is a man of endless surprises. It was as if the lion slumbering within the Empire... sorry, I'm just getting a bit excited reading this. It was as if the lion slumbering within the Emperor had awakened and taken his form. I think this was a scene in Sky the Third specifically. One of the side stories that they do there. Daydreams, if you will. As I execute my plan to fill the world with conflict, he seeks to find a third way. His efforts are nothing but a hindrance in bringing about the Great Twilight, but I cannot help but feel excited by his declaration. If he's going to challenge me, then he had best put up a worthy fight. The conflict he seeks to stop will be great enough to engulf even Crossbell. I look forward to seeing how he intends to counter it. I received word that the students from Thor's military academy would be coming to the capital on a field study, and among their class 7 was a familiar face. I'd been given updates on his growth from Tio and Claire, but it was the first time I had seen him as a young man. I could see right away that he had become just like his mother, a kind soul who valued the well-being of others over himself. He is the picture of health now, and for that I am grateful. I regret to write, however, that the curse has had a clear influence on him, adding to his internal strife. I knew it was bound to happen. He has the heart of the one closely linked to the curse. I dare not think of Cassia's face as she watches us from heaven, or the pain she must feel seeing the cruel fate I have thrust upon her child. Does she know that if he cannot control himself now, then he has no chance of surviving... does she know that if he cannot control himself now, then he has no chance of surviving the days that are yet to come? It won't be long before the Great Twilight is upon us. All I can do is as his mother does, watch and see how he fares. October 30th, the newly independent crossbow destroyed Algorelia Fortress. As foretold in the Black Records, this led to Erebonia declaring war on Crossbow. There was one development, however, that it did not foresee. Crow Armbrust, the grandson of Jurai's mayor. He was but an ordinary boy on the surface, belying the searing I've read this word a bunch, but I don't know how to say it out loud. Vehemence? Beneath his skin that gave him the strength to match even me. Though everything has been proceeding as planned, he has allowed me to see the heights of humanity's potential for the first time in a long while. He fucking killed me. At the same time as this development, another came to be as I had feared it would. Green Schwarzer has accepted becoming an awakener for Valimar. The Ebon Knight's power grows ever greater as the civil war rages on. The Ashen Knight may be quite capable, but without sufficient resolve, it will fall against the Ebon Knight with ease. As the one who thrust this upon you, I doubt you could ever want to hear this from me, but only you can change your course. I dearly pray you find the will to fight against your fate. July 18th, the growl of Erebos has made manifest. Riz Olivert had broken through all attempts to obstruct him reaching the scene. All for naught, he has met a tragic end. Human life is but dust to be scattered by the winds of fate, be you commoner or nobility, hero or villain, except that no one's allowed to die at this point in the story. Even he was no exception to the rule, and fell like any other. His loss is a deeply tragic one, for I had thought him uniquely capable of rebuilding the Empire after the Great Twilight's end. The wings of the hero had broken, and in the despair that followed, the sword of the end was swung at last. With Milliam's grievous demise, the final restraint chaining Reen has been unbound. He has been consumed by the curse, becoming the sacrifice decreed by fate so long ago. I nearly thought he would succeed in suppressing its hold on him with how long he fended it off. It may be for the best that he will live through this miserable period as a mindless ogre. By the time he returns to his senses, the Ebon Knight and I will no longer be of this world. I would ask that he be able to rest until the rivalries have reached their climax. Okay, and now from here, everything goes... not according to plan. Operation Jormungandr and the final rivalry is now upon us. Though he fell to the fiery depths of despair... Oh, we're really just skipping a bunch of time. Reen rose from the ashes and has since fought valiantly for my defeat. Like, what was the change in day? September 1st? Yeah, a long time. I guess he was busy. Like July or June, was it? The curse's power is at its peak, and still he prevailed. I can hardly believe how much he has grown. His friends may have played a part in this, but that alone does not explain it. What has elevated him to heights beyond prophetic imaginings? I wish I knew, as much as I wish I could have learned it by watching over him as a father. This isn't like me at all. I shouldn't be losing myself at such a critical point. Should he somehow defeat me, my son will be forced to bear the full weight of the curse's power. Yet if he has the strength to oppose me, then I will take it as my first and final paternal duty to see him wrested from my grasp. To hope for miracles in this world is a fool's errand. Still, Goddess, are you so merciful as to lend your ears to one such as me? If so, then I pray. Please, why did it go so fast? It autoed that line super fast. Let me see the log. Let me see the log, game. No, he's crying. If so, then I pray, please shine your light on Rin's future forevermore. Huh? That felt too real to be a dream. I'm also getting a bit teary-eyed, to be honest. I could be wrong, but I think I'll trust my God on this one. He was always prioritizing the happiness of others, while shouldering burdens one should never have to bear alone. Like father, like son, huh? I also saw the Alisa picture up there. I guess because I picked her. I wish I could have done more for him.
Ah, そうだったな。父さんからもらい、みんなの力でつなげてもらったこの命。これからも精一杯生きることこそ、きっと親孝行になるんだろう。それで、俺の罪が許されるわけではないが。
おはよう、クルト君。今日もすっごくいい天気ね。早起きはまだ苦手です。
おはよう、ユーナ、歩きな。それにミュゼとアッシュも来たのか。
昨日は甘いものを食べ過ぎてしまいまして、教官のためにも体型維持に努めようかと。
失敗したぜ。お前らと時間がかぶっちまうとはな。
はいはい、なんだっていいからみんなで走り込みを始めるわよ。
さて、俺もそろそろ支度を始めないとな。
Oh, sorry about that. The Legend of Heroes, Trust into Reverie, Daydream through Memories Aglow, End. True domination, okay. I'm kind of sad that we didn't have any... Was it? Jouji Nakata, I think, is the voice actor for the Chancellor. He just has such a powerful voice, I love him, in every role he does. I think he does better in the evil guy roles, though. Like, he has the evil Chancellor voice down pat, or the evil priest. I know he's also Soul in Guilty Gear. It feels really weird to me whenever he opens his mouth in that game.